So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our Saturn in the fourth house of the Dashamsha chart video, as in what happens when Saturn is sitting in the fourth house of your D10 Dashamsha chart. And as you know, the Dashamsha chart is one of the most important charts in your life because it represents the obligation to society. It represents your, karma within the society. So that's the Dashamsha chart. So Saturn is now sitting, actually, I'm sorry, in the fifth house, not in the fourth house. Saturn in the fifth house of your Dashamsha chart. And as always, if you do not know if you have this particular Saturn, what sign it's in, what nakshatra it's in, all the other astrological details for that, check out the links here. Check out my full astrological report, including my books, consultations, and link to my academy, Magha Vedic Astrology Academy, where I am teaching, not even teaching, discussing some of the, the regular stuff of astrology there openly without restrictions. So check that out. But anyway, let's get started with Saturn in the fifth house of your Dashamsha. So when Saturn is in the fifth house of Dashamsha, you will notice that when it comes to attaining subordinates, students, one is very limited. Until 36, you're very limited onto how many students you can have, how many subordinates you can have, which means if you don't have subordinates, what does that mean? It simply means that you probably are not in a management position. Or even if you are in a management position, you probably are managing like 2 or 3 people. You're not managing like a huge group, a big group of people, 20, 30 people. And because Saturn is in the fifth house, it shows, it slows down, it dulls the intelligence of a person till their mid-30s. So when it comes to attaining success because of your intelligence, Saturn works slow. Now, what does this mean? This could simply mean you could be a genius IT professional with Saturn in the fifth house in Dashamsha. But in order to progress in life, right, you don't need book smarts, you need street smart. Saturn here can literally block the street smartness till 36. So a person will be like, okay, maybe I should just work hard and I will get my opportunity. And person just does not realize that there are so many other avenues in life to attain success that they just keep doing that routine work thinking a new opportunity will come. Because see, fifth house represents new opportunity. Saturn here kind of puts that, the damper on that. Like, new opportunities come, but either they are not to the person's, expectations, or obviously they come in a very limited form. But later in life, this person, you will see, does make the money, but obviously you have to see the ascendant too with that also. Like, will the person make money or not? I shouldn't go into that, further out into the situation. But you will see such a person, Saturn in the fifth house of Dashamsha, such a person needs to be very careful when trying to do partnerships in business. Because you will get either cheated or you will get somehow major dispute with a partner in your workspace or in business. It's better for you to work alone. And the other thing you will see with Saturn is that when a person has ego, like, oh, look at me, I'm a CEO of this company, I'm this and that, you will see as soon as they start getting ego into their work, more enemies come into play, more obstacles come into play. The best thing for this person to do is kind of like, I mean, I know this person personally in life early on. Like, this person wore like me, like shirts like me in shorts and pajamas, and you would never would think that this particular individual, he was Indian, would be worth $80 million. Later on, I found out with some other friend, like, oh yeah, this person has a jewelry business and they're worth $80 million, $90 million. And they came in Toyota, they came in like, just like regular clothes. I'm like, yeah, regular person. That's how this person needs to be. and then they will progress. But at least until 36, this person needs to be very humble. The other thing we also see that usually a person finds recognition through jobs, through service to other people. They get the fame and recognition in life, but especially later. They get it. For sure they get it. Even if, let's say, Saturn is debilitated, they will get the fame and recognition. Now that fame and recognition could be infamy also, but they get that. Okay. And also with this Saturn, you will see that this person will have a very rough way of speaking. Like when they speak, not what they're saying, but how they speak, there's going to be this, like this, I don't know how to say it, this ruggedness in their vocal cords. So that's something you will notice with this person. They it's like kind of like they'll be like, well, this is how it's gonna be, but I don't know. It's like really like just that dryness within the voice will be there for this individual. But again, depending upon the ascendant, this can be a great blessing, or a great struggle, which is still, beauty of this universe, beauty of this planet. Okay. So anyway, guys, this is my analysis of Saturn in the 5th house of your Dashamsha chart. If you're new to my channel, subscribe below. And if you want to know where your Saturn is placed, all the other astrological details, check out the links here and check out my full astrological report, including everything else. Otherwise, we'll see you later. Bye-bye.